After night, I mean night after night, I be higher than high, I be higher than high.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
To the kickback, to the kickback, to the kickback.
It's your host, Lady.
The lady.
And back as always, the one, the only, the infamous Don Lowe.
What's up, man? You already know, you know what I'm saying? Just laying low, doing my same thing I always do. You know, making this content, bringing out stuff, and, you know, just giving the world the best of me right now. You know, I wanted to change up a little something this year, so, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know it's a new year.
Yes.
New you.
Yes. Not new means say new and improved.
Hey.
You know, new and improved. We've been improving from last year. Ain't no new nothing. We just improving on.
Yeah.
You know, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like a sequel.
Yeah, absolutely.
There
A part two.
Hey.
A part two to doing how I do. You know what I'm saying?
Part two.
Yeah. Straight up. Word.
Okay.
Word.
So, speaking of the new year, what are some plans that you have to accomplish for this year?
Well, I mean, I plan on making more music, you know what I'm saying, this year, more real good quality music. I plan on putting out more content this year. I plan on interacting with my supporters and stuff like that more this year. I plan on learning more equipment, you know, and more techniques of mixing and mastering, and, you know, just trying to, you know, become a better, you know, producer and stuff like that by learning more equipment and stuff like that. So this year is all about just, you know, learning and growing this year. You know, that's what it's all about. That's what it's always been about. But this year is going to be particularly more like in depth with that. You know?
More put out too.
Yeah. Because I mean, it was like before I felt like I was like in the shell, like before. You know what I mean?
Hibernating.
So yeah, hibernating. But me, I felt like, you know, but too much hibernation. You know what I mean? It could put you in the shell. You know what I mean? And me, I'm more of I ain't gonna say like I'm more of a ambivert. You know what I'm saying? I'm not an introvert. I'm not extrovert. You know what I'm saying? I thrive in the right situations with the right people.
Right.
But then if I'm closed in, you know, and I'm not really like thriving, you know, I feel like I need to, you know, get out and thrive, and, you know, because I get more. I think I get more out of being around and interacting with people in real life than I do online, you know, because I'm dope in real life. You heard?
Yeah.
Word.
Absolutely. We can attest to that personal.
Word.
You know.
Trills on big wheels.
You know, 2025 hasn't even started yet.
Woo!
And already we've had assassinations on innocent lives.
Crazy.
We've had suicide bombers and cases building up by the boatload. How do you feel like the rest of the year gonna be?
I feel like it's gonna be good for those chosen, and for those that was messing up in the past, and for those that constantly keep on. You know what I'm saying? It's coming to pay the piper. You see it. You know what I mean? You see the universe. One thing about the laws of the universe is it always geared towards righteousness. No matter how much wrong is going on in the world, you know, the universe is always going to leans towards righteous. It's going to balance itself out. You know what I mean? Like, it don't matter. Humans could sit around here and blow this world to oblivion till it ain't not near one person left. This earth is going to replenish itself, you know, without humans. You know what I mean? Because it's self-sufficient. It's alive. It's way more alive than we are. Exactly. You know, so that's where it's at with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Word. How do you feel about that car crash into the French Quartet, or the French Quarter in New Orleans?
Well, I feel about it. I feel it was a tragedy, and I think that it could have probably been prevented. As speaking as a veteran.
Yeah.
So I'm speaking from first-person experience of having friends and people and being around and understanding war, been there myself, and having friends that been there and stuff like that, and I understand, you know, PTSD with some people. Most people that come into the military, they're not prepped for war. I don't care how much training they get. They're not prepped for war. Now, if you take somebody that's a war-hardened or a ghetto-hardened person like myself, like when I went into the military, the blood and gore didn't bother me because I was already like used to it. You know what I mean? On a huge magnitude. You know, so it was like when I saw that, it was something that was a little bit more. You know, it didn't bother me. But then you get people that's coming straight out of high school. They was wrestlers in high school. They didn't really see nothing. Their parents was good parents. And then they go into the military. And then all of a sudden, it's their first time really seeing people getting their heads blown off. And then they come back here to the country. And then they can't function in real life. And then you got places like the VA. A lot of these VAs, I'm not going to say particular ones. I'm just going to say, you know what I'm saying, like the VA system as a whole. Because you have certain places that are good, but then the system as a whole, we see that they failing. They saying 22 veterans kill themselves every day. That's failing to me.
Yeah, that is.
That sounds like it's failing. You know, and then right, a day. You know, and then you got people that act out like this. If you don't have soldiers with strong minds that could get past them demons that they brought back with them from Afghanistan and Iraq, this is the result when the VA fumbled the ball.
Yeah.
This is the result when the VA turn away people when they asking for help. This is what happened when the VA have a bunch of civilians in there working to help supposedly be helping warriors, but they the ones that standing in the way of these warriors, us warriors, getting the help that we need so that we'll be able to be functioning people in society, and these type of things won't happen. But then they mess around here, and I hate the fact of the matter that these people get online and want to bash him and talk bad about this United States Army soldier. They didn't bash him and down talk him when he rose his right hand and swore to protect this country from enemies foreign and domestic. He wasn't all of these names when he was doing that. Now all of a sudden he snapped because you don't know why he snapped. He could have went up to the VA. Because how many times people done went up to the VA to get help and they got turned around and they went home and committed suicide. I had a friend that tried to get help from the VA, went home, committed suicide in front of his children and his wife. So don't sit around here and tell me that, and some people be at their last straw, and the VA sometimes or other people that they reaching out to could be their last help and they don't have none. And then they snap. And then they get put on the news, and then everybody want to sit around him. Oh, I don't want to talk about him. I don't even want to say his name because I don't want to give him no shine. Why not say his name? Because he's a victim just as much as those 15 people that died.
Word.
Trust me, he's a victim. Yeah. I'm a United States Army soldier, and that soldier that got on the line that was so-called in his unit, calling around other people that's asking about him, and you didn't know that man personally, you a damn joke. You a jerk. For real, you a joke, man. You a joke, fam, for sitting around here trying to expose that man.
Word.
He a soldier. He's a fellow comrade of ours. You don't get on TV and expose him no matter what he do.
Word.
Because you know the reason why. You know the reason why he did that. You know.
Yeah.
No matter how much it look, you know he's just as much a victim as them people was.
Right.
It's just that it looked bad because he killed 15 people.
Because the flag was planted on his truck.
You see what I'm saying?
But my thing is here, like, also with the guy in the Tesla situation in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
They both have the same similar type of message, and this is why they're trying to link them together.
This is a lack of care from not only the people of the United States of America, okay? This is a lack of care because there's so many soldiers that go to that sandbox and go to the mountain mounds and come back here to the United States and can't even get food stamps to feed themselves.
Right.
Seriously. You got people that sit around here and fought for this country and special forces ain't got no legs and they can't even get a house to stay in. They can't even get a wheelchair to roll around in.
Right.
And they done lost their legs in war. It's people that sitting around here and can't get their benefits because of the color of their skin or because the VA want to mess around here. Well, they ain't going to say the VA. The people that's at the VA want to play around. But this is a result of what's going on when you have people that you done fought for and they show you that they don't care about you. These are the results. You know what I mean? So I don't look at them as them being daggone suspects or assailants. I look at them as victims.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Because the guy, like I was trying to say, the guy in Las Vegas, he was talking about how there was indiscrepancies on both sides of the war, both at the home front and overseas.
Right.
And how the system that he was fighting for was corrupt and at the cusp of falling into pieces.
Man, I'm gonna be real with you.
How could you let a man who has traumatic brain injury still be an active member in the military and not give him the proper care and help that he needs?
It's easy. It's easy to dispose your heroes. You know, America eats its babies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? America kills its own children.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We could be the strongest nation that ever lived if we didn't kill our children.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Very highly.
Real talk. And you got to understand, like as a black man, I'm speaking as just a black man in America. I'm saying, yo, if you could make it past 25, 16, 15 as a black man, hey, yo, real talk, yo, Duke, and you make it out of childhood, yo, oh my God, yo, you made it past the real feet in America as a black man, or even as a child, period, in America, black or white or Chinese or whatever, because America eats its babies. You heard? And they heroes. Real talk. They kill their heroes. They destroy their heroes. They make their heroes into villains. You know what I mean? Just like Chris Dorner. They try to turn him into a villain because he snapped out on police. But the reason why he snapped out, if you read his manifesto, was because the police was doing wrong to regular people. Mm-hmm. So is he a hero? Or is he?
He's a hero.
Or is he? What they try to put him out in the media to be? You know, like they try to make it look like these soldiers was just snapping. But though I don't, like I said, I look at things different because I have a different perspective of life because I lived life, and I don't believe everything the media tell me.
And it's crazy that somebody like Chris Dorner could be looked at as a terrorist, but somebody like George Floyd was a victim.
Right. I mean, he was a victim to a degree, but he was a victim of his own circumstances as well. Once you find out the ins and outs, but it's kind of crazy how we would go up, how the nation would go up over George Floyd, but then they'll go up over Robert. I think his name is Mr. Robert Cook, if I'm not mistaken, the guy that had the inmate that had passed away and that got killed in New York. And then, but ain't nobody saying nothing about Sonya Massey. They don't give a daggone about black women. Like real talk. And that right there, it makes me feel, it infuriates me how these Black Lives Matter people, they did not move not one bit when we watched Sonya Massey get shot in the face on camera. Everybody watched it. Every woman, man, and child saw that daggone film, and nobody made a picket sign for that girl.
Right. Now,
all of a sudden, we watch a dude that went to jail for stabbing his girlfriend get killed. Duke stabbed his girl. Like, yo, G, you stabbed the female. I can see if you stabbed the dude, okay? But you stabbed the female, dude. That was justified what happened to you.
It was karma. That
was karma. What do you mean? Let's be real. Let's stop talking about, oh, it's horrible that he got killed. No, that was the way that God wanted him to die for what he did to that gal. Because what he did to that gal and how many other people he done stabbed that or killed that we don't know about. But the only thing we see is him getting rag-tailed around, but nobody want to talk about that man stabbing that girl 12 daggone times from what I hear, and he got like 12 years. That was all you got for stabbing that girl? 12 years? You stabbed a female, dog. Not nobody on the street, no dude. You stabbed a girl. You deserve to get 40, 50 years.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you want me to feel sorry for a dude that would stab the hell out of a female?
No.
I'm a man. I'm not feeling sorry for you. I would have ragged you up too if I was them. They shouldn't have got fired. I wouldn't have fired them. I wouldn't have fired not near one of them 14 white boys.
Right, because they have to go based off the history of what they see when your name pull up.
Now look, right, let me tell you something. You get what you deserve when you go to jail, B. You go to jail acting like a fool, you get done up like a fool. You in their house. Mm-hmm. So you better act accordingly until you get up out of there, or else you get done up like he got done up. That's the rules and regulations when you go to jail. It's no, you don't get no sympathy points. Dude, you back in slavery, bruh. That's a part of slavery, bruh.
Right.
You got to take that. You know how many people I seen get like done like that and die in front of my face? You know what I'm saying? When I did time in prison, yo, it's a part of prison. That's what happened. You went to prison. You decided you wanted to put yourself in slavery. This is what happened. So you decided you wanted to stab this girl and go to prison, and then you want me to feel sorry for you. I'm sorry. I can't feel sorry for you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It happened.
Word.
That's how God wanted you to go. You had to go that way.
Word. So we creeping up on January 6th.
Oh, that's about 2 days. 2 days.
How you think that about to go?
Oh, man. 2 days.
Because you got to factor in there's assassination attempts on Donald Trump's life twice.
I think it was about 4 or 5 times already by now.
Like 3 confirmed.
3 confirmed. At least 3.
Right.
Yeah, at least 3.
Maybe 1 behind the scenes and just not talked about.
Yeah.
What do you think it's going to be like on come January 6th?
Ain't nothing gonna happen, man. People is whack. This is not like we in like.
Do you think Simpsons might have a point?
The Simpsons have a point. I don't know though. I don't know.
Like this might be the one prediction they might not fall through with.
Yeah, I believe that. I mean, I believe. I don't think there's nothing gonna happen to Trump. I don't think if you ask me, that's what you asking me. I don't think that nothing's gonna happen to Trump. But I think they're gonna keep trying.
Me too.
I think they're gonna keep trying, and the reason why I think they're gonna keep trying because they don't like him. You know what I'm saying? And I can see why. You know what I mean? I can see why they don't like him. You know what I mean? I mean, but though as he got in the office, I mean, he already done double backed on a few things. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, and then him and Elon Musk, they going at it. You know, because Elon Musk want to have immigrants coming in because he said that Americans was stupid, so he want to bring in the 0.01% of the world so that they could come in and make America greater because Americans is too daggone dumb to do the electronical and technological jobs. So
man, they were just partying at Trump's thing when that Las Vegas explosion went off. They had a New Year's Eve party at Trump's spot in Florida. And both of them were there. If anything, that probably brought them closer, like best friend brother. Oh my God.
Best friend brothers. They best friend brothers now.
I'm so glad that my building didn't get destroyed by the bombing. Your truck is awesome. He's like, I'm trying to tell you.
I'm trying to tell you, you need to get one. Like this, if this wasn't, and then Elon Musk is an idiot, because he went right on Twitter and went right there and promoted the joint, like, my truck is bomb proof, You see this joint, like, Elon is a fool,
He put
Elon
the explosions on the outside of the car.
Elon is wild,
I don't know what that man be thinking sometimes.
Who, Elon?
He's like that one white dude that just does.
He's that too cool white friend that you have in the back that does a lot of stuff, but he don't play football or nothing. He just a tech nerd, but he talks hellish in the background,
right?
And that's him. And he's like, he is like, his chest is big pumped. His big chest is out.
Man, stock in
Tesla was crazy. Crazy.
People are switching today.
Elon right now, I know he feeling himself. I know when that joint first happened, I know if I was Trump, I would have looked at Elon like, Elon, you blowing stuff up in front of my building, B?
I know. They were like,
all this beef and during the beef now this stuff didn't happen. This didn't just happen. Word. You got to realize that Elon and Trump is beefing because of this immigrant thing. Yeah. So now all of a sudden, I know Trump looking at him like, what are we doing here? What are we doing, Elon? We blowing up stuff in front of my buildings. We're not going to do this. This is real ugly.
Elon's like,
this is ugly.
Let me tell you
this
something.
Is ugly. We're not going to do this.
I absolutely did not calculate this to happen. I'm absolutely having my team on it right now, running through every scene, scenario, camera, image of what was going on, and we're going to figure out what we're going to do.
This is real bad for the looks. For the looks, Elon. I want to be friends with you, but I'll send you back to Africa, I swear. I swear I'll send you back to Africa.
You know what? If America keeps going the way it's going, I'll go back to Africa.
I'll send you back with no problems.
I'll go back myself.
For real. I'm like, seriously though. But like, dude, like that joint is crazy because I'm just like, I really, that joint is crazy, man. Like,
like, you guys.
Yeah.
I'm not to be insensitive about the whole suicide bomber situation, but you just put Elon right.
He proved he's all right. Explain.
Y'all are doing dumb shit and making Americans looking dumb again.
You like to cuss.
Excuse me.
You like to cuss, don't you, girl?
I do.
You like to cuss, don't you? You be like that sometimes.
But I tell the truth.
You know what? It be like that, though. It be like that.
Because if I'm not going when I feel like when I cuss, that's when my realest like moments be.
Right.
It helps me emote.
Right.
What the intent behind it, what I'm feeling. I hope it really felt like that because it really, I be saying what
That you be
people want
feeling.
to say,
Right, what they want to say.
but they don't want to say.
Yeah.
But you just proved Elon Musk right doing some dumb stuff like that.
So what was the point? What you mean they be doing dumb stuff? But you talking about Americans?
Americans, period.
Okay.
Okay, let's
Wait. Let's not hold on. We're not gonna say like Americans be doing stupid stuff just because we call football and it's not really football.
No, not that. We're gonna say great challenge.
Americans, that's crazy.
One chip challenge.
Other people do other stupid stuff too now. We ain't the only ones.
Yes.
America's not the only one.
I've seen some Russians straight hit bricks in their face.
I'm about to say Russians be drinking vodka in the
breed.
snow.
They're so cold, they don't feel that stuff. They're a different breed.
Yeah, but Russia, you got people in Russia doing crazy stuff. Hey, yo, let me tell you something. People in Russia, they started a whole slapping match where they slap each other to death.
I've seen Africans.
They slap each other to death.
Right.
And punch each other. Like, word. So what we talking about? Americans do stupid stuff. Like,
even I've seen Africans put their faces in cowboy.
Come on now. What are we talking about here? What are we talking about here?
Spread the cheeks open, everything.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Like, that's crazy, ain't
that's
it?
some supreme.
That's how I know. That's how I know that the Negroes, that the niggas over here is not them. We not them. We ain't. Could you ask a black person over here to stick their face in the cows right now and see the answer you gonna get real quick?
They don't even want to stick it in Keisha's.
They might. They do want to do. They might do that. I ain't gonna even lie about that. There's some nasty dudes. There's some nasty out here. There's some nasty motherfuckers out here in this world. I'm telling you. Some motherfuckers just nasty.
Some booty bandits.
Man, nasty. They eat all types of ass. They all type of ass. Some dudes out here even eating man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, it's wild out here. 2025.
It is.
It's wild.
It is. It's all the way live in 2020 live.
They be catching that Sukihana. They get that Sukihana. They be wanting that Sukihana.
Speaking of that, with the way that the hip hop industry is falling to pieces and into court, how are you dealing as an artist with that? Like, I know, like, some of your heroes may be caught up in, used to be.
Heroes?
Well, I mean, people you look for inspiration for your hip hop artistry.
I did that one time. I did.
We all fell for it.
We didn't have social media, so we didn't know. It's not our fault. We didn't know.
We didn't know, so we're not going to blame us.
No, we're not going to blame us. We're not going to blame them. We're going to blame them for sure.
How are you as an artist dealing with just seeing stuff? How are you as an artist dealing with stuff just falling left and right, finding out new things about some of the artists you look to inspirational-wise or had in your playlist are no longer allowed to be in your playlist for?
It hurts, man. I'm going to be real with you. Me dealing with this as an artist is a shock, but it's not a shock because I've been around the industry for a while, all my life. So I kind of stepped cautiously with things, and I always knew that something, because like I said, I've had my experiences around the industry where I've been put in situations where I didn't feel comfortable, and that's the reason why me and my group ain't get signed. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, you know, I think that's probably the kind of the reason why me and my people's not really like that to this day, because I didn't like cooperate. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't with the shenanigans, you know, get your hands off me, you know, like that. Like, I ain't, you know what I mean? So, and I think that people, you know, when you dealing with stuff like that, I never knew that stuff like this was prevalent so hard in the industry, but now as a grown man, because you as a kid, you don't really, things go whoop over your head.
Yeah.
And when I hear a Biggie verse that tell me that says, he told Shorty, yo, you look so good, I suck on your daddies. And I said, hold up, wait. This was out when I was a kid? Like, wait. I was listening to this, hold up. And then he was talking about his man that be taking kids, kidnapping them, raping them, and throwing them off of a bridge.
What in the world?
And then he was talking about how somebody that's like Donnie Brasco that be digging them in his hole. That's what he said. So now, as a grown man, I'm like, I never knew that. I never knew no Donnie Brasco that dug in my hole.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So why you talking about somebody digging in your hole?
Right.
Like
something
and
just pain.
Right. And then you got LL in the FUBU that going.
He is shit.
Blow tissues. Steamy, delicious. Give me couscous. Let me oof. Damn. From Hollis to Hollywood. But is it good? I was like, oh, LL, no, what? I'm like, now that I'm listening, so now that I'm seeing all of this stuff going on and my favorite artists, some of my ones I looked up to growing up, but I'm glad that my favorite artist is my favorite MC is not in no type of craziness, none of that. My favorite artist, Killer Priest. He ain't in nothing. He doing his podcraft thing. Shout out to Killer Priest, man. You know what I'm saying? He ain't with nothing else. He ain't in no scandals. He chilling. He shooting out information. He done ducked the craziness and all that stuff. But just to say how I feel about that, man, I'm gonna be real with you. It's kind of hurt. It's kind of hurtful to know that these powerful black men that made it to a point where, you know, they could really help out people and they couldn't even help out their people because they was controlled by other entities, and they made it to a point, and then the same people that brought them up there is the same people that's tearing them down. And now, you know, we're watching all of our, it's like for real, it seemed like every time a black person gets successful, Bill Cosby, Michael Jordan, Sidney Poitier, Mike Vick, Allen Iverson.
Yeah.
You know, Allen Iverson wasn't even making the type of money that people thought that he was making, but he had the popularity. He had the kid's heart. He had the influence, so they had to try to break him. You know what I'm saying? And people don't even understand that story. You know, if you wasn't around to actually experience that and see what he had to really maneuver to go through and make it, man, Allen Iverson got him and Mike Vick got some of the most beautifulest comeback stories I've ever seen.
I was just about to ask
Word.
you about that.
Word.
So the whole Norfolk State University, I heard they got
shout out to
coaches.
Bad News in the building.
I heard
757 Bad News in the building.
Hey,
yeah. Bad News in the building.
I think this is the first real legitimate Newport News collab.
Yes. I think that this right here is going to bring Norfolk and Newport News a lot closer.
Word.
Because they know what Mike Vick and Allen Iverson going to bring. You know, these are two not even top athletes. These are godlike athletes in their profession. Word. You know what I mean? And you talking about these dudes is just going to bring so much spark and this enthusiasm to that school. It's just going to bring, and I'm happy for them. I'm happy for the kids. I'm happy for the alumni. I'm happy for the people. I'm happy for Bad News, yo. Because when they make it, see, one thing people don't understand about Vic and about Allen Iverson, see how what's the Country Black say? Country Black say, look glad. See, Glad, he went Glad had asked Mike Vick, hey man, what y'all be taking y'all homeboys with you everywhere? What is this, a Bad News thing? What is this, a Newport News thing? And he said, yeah, this is a Newport News thing. When they go, whenever they can see, the people don't understand. Whenever Mike Vick and Allen Iverson move, they take the whole city with them.
Yeah.
It ain't like they just move by themselves. You might see them by themselves, but understand this. Let them go right back to this. The whole city moving with them. The whole city rocking with them. Right. We ain't turning. It ain't never been that way. You know what I'm saying? Because them brothers, they come around. Like I said, I've been around Vic, been around Allen Iverson. You know, and them brothers.
You did a song for AI.
Yeah, I did a song for AI. You know what I'm saying? Right before he got his streak. You know what I'm saying? That he grew up on, right? Yeah. You know what I mean? So them brothers is really good brothers. I know Allen Iverson mom. Shout out to Juicy. You know, Miss Ann. You know, she's a sweetheart. You know what I mean? That's my heart right there. His cousin Kiki, shout out to her, you know what I'm saying? His sister Brandy, you know what I mean? Like, those are my sweethearts, you feel me? And those are my people, you feel me? And I appreciate those people. They good-hearted people. And like I said, with like Tina Vick, she helped out, you know what I mean, when I was younger, you know what I'm saying, going uptown, you know what I'm saying, with football and all that stuff, because Vic, you know, he was crazy at war, you know, and his family and Joe and all of them, you know, all of them Vicks and all, like I said, man, them good families and good people, you know what I'm saying? They know, like I said, and I said that before. Like, you don't really find people like that, and that's the reason why I think that they're getting the support that they're getting, because the people in the city know their roots, and they know where they done came from. And honestly, Mike Vick and Allen Iverson, no matter how rich they got, they never fell away from their roots. They was always able to come back out here and chill.
Word.
You know what I mean?
And that's a great thing.
Word.
And a blessing.
True.
All in one.
Yeah, and they ain't never was on no funny stuff, and you know what I mean? Because I'm rich and all of that. Him, Brown Curry, like, you know, I mean, brothers like that, like you don't get a chance to do that. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people don't even go back around their way. Like, when the last time they seen Jay-Z and Marcy? You know what I mean? Like you can't remember. You know what I mean? Right. But guarantee you, I might have not seen Vic or Allen Iverson. But if I call one of my other homeboys, I'd be like, "Yo, dog, you know what I'm saying? What's good, man? Last time you seen Allen, man." You know what I'm saying? I seen that dude the other day. You know, telling myself, what's up, man? All right. You know what I mean? And it's like, you know, it ain't like, you know, because everybody know everybody. Everybody, you know. Yeah. So. Yeah,
pretty much grew up in the tight knit.
Yeah. If you don't know directly, you know somebody that know indirectly. And then, you know, but it's all love with us all. You know what I mean?
Right. You think those stadiums are going to be packed?
Absolutely. I know them stadiums going to be packed. There's going to be a lot of people from across the water over there.
That first game will be something different.
Man, I can't wait, man. I'm looking to see about getting some tickets to see if I can get over there, man. You know, because I know parking over there going to be something sure. They're going to be crazy. So, yeah, you're going to have to get over there early, like in the morning type. You know what I mean?
This is going to be the game to be talked about.
Yeah.
2 legends in one stadium.
Man, I know, and you already know Allen Iverson popping up.
Man, what? You know, just to see him.
Yeah, he popping up. He coming out there. You going Aaron Brooks. I know Ron Curry. He popping up. I know Marcus Vick. He gonna pop up. I know all the big name Plexico Birds probably gonna pop up. Lawrence Taylor, Bruce Smith. You know, all the big time players that's from around the 757. See, people don't know that Lawrence Taylor from the 757. It was called the 804 then. That was back then in those days, but. He's from the 757, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where it's at, man. But like, I'm just glad to see those brothers, you know, as stars, make it, and those are some people that I grew up around, as far as like, you know, their peoples and stuff like that, coming from Jersey and then coming down to Bad News, and you know, and to actually see and be around people that's been around them and be around them, and to see what they done grew from and what they became, yo, it's a beautiful thing to know that people that could reach that status and that plight and that height, that they didn't lose who they was down here and become so high in their endeavors that they lose out on who they is and become a Puffy or going through stuff like, you know what I mean, like Jay and stuff like that, you know, because you want to be a part of some type of elite club when you just need to mind your business and do you and be a man, you know. Get your money.
That's an elite club.
That's an elite club. Be a man. Be a man. Be like, yo, I did my work. You pay me, and that's that. I ain't doing no rituals or nothing else for you. You do what you want to do some rituals. You do rituals on your own. You pay me my ritual money. That's the only thing I know. You know what I mean? And you ain't controlling nothing. That's like like my boss at my job, because like these dudes, they get this money, this $100 million, $400 million, and they can't say nothing. You a rich slave, yo, Duke. You live in a nice mansion, but you a slave in that mansion. That mansion ain't even yours. It's owned by some Zionist Jew or something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So what are we talking about? Like,
Right.
so it's like nothing is yours. The money you got is not even yours. You can't even help out your own people.
Word.
You know what I
don't
mean?
want to either.
And don't want to help out your own people. And then when you help out your people, you want to charge them. You feel me?
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
That's crazy.
You know what I
especially
mean?
when your people are already
Hurting. You know
Hurting,
black
right.
folks is hurting. You know black folks is hurting, but you happen to be. But see, you got to realize the ones that's in the elite in the entertainment, they the ones that quote unquote that made it, and they're like, oh, we ain't gotta look down towards nobody else and look for them. First of all, let me tell you something. If you didn't have ran into the people you ran into that gave you the opportunity, guess what? You wouldn't be where you at either.
word.
You know, so that's where it's at, man. And I'm like, yo, that's pretty selfish. That's pretty selfish for people to think that, you know, that they don't supposed to help people, and if they supposed to help them, it's supposed to have some damn price on it or something. It's crazy.
Right. You should just be doing it out of the wellness of your heart.
Word.
Do you believe that right now is the time for like the underground artists to come out and really start showing it up?
Yeah, I think it's a great time. Because Nipsey said something a long time ago. That's all I know. That's all I know. On that song, that's all I know. And he said, like, yo, the big industry is falling, and honestly, you can tell the industry is falling because they're using their money to buy up all the DSPs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they buying up anything in every place where independent artists can be an independent artist. They buying it up. But shout out to YouTube and TikTok. They so big, they ain't even letting UMG and them. They like, look, we bigger than you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we are the UMG.
You need us.
You need us, okay? If we stop playing your music
There
on
will
our
still be
YouTube,
music.
there will still be music being uploaded every day that will keep this algorithm going.
Right.
Trust me.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So YouTube is not even worrying about no daggone Universal, no none of that. But all the rest of these other DSPs and all the rest of that stuff that's not as big as a Universal or something like that, man, they getting brought up and they getting put under. You know what I'm saying? Because they trying to stop the underground artists from shining. They don't want you. These record labels don't want independent artists crowding up the space for these artists that they are signing. Either you sign or you getting behind the line. It ain't no. They're not trying to let no independent artist eat. They don't care what you doing. You get on a DSP. That's why I love YouTube. That's why I love SoundCloud. That's why I love all of these other DSPs that's not ran by Universal. They might have a collaboration, but they're not ran by, you know. But I think that YouTube and Universal have a partnership, you know. But a partnership don't mean ownership.
Right. What can you tell another artist to keep them motivated while they're seeing the music producers or the music record labels taking over these DSPs? What advice could you give them to keep them motivated to keep going and keep pursuing their dream?
You got to become innovative in the hustle. You know what I mean? You got to become innovative in this hustle because they're making you become innovative.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And with your lack of resources and your lack of information and stuff like that, and your lack of having tools, sometimes that makes you become a better creator because of your lack of what you have. So you have to use what you have, and you have to use your mind in order to become a more positive thinker, to be able to push forward something, to be able to manifest. So you got to become a different type of hustler. You got to think of a different way to be able to get your music in the hands of other people, because God forbid if they brought out YouTube and then they say, you know what, if you're an independent artist, get off this platform. You know what I mean? It's gonna be hurtful for us. You know what I mean? So then we're gonna be forced into a situation to where we're gonna have to, you know, become innovative and find other ways to get our music out. But like I said before, and I said, you know, in my other video that I had did not too long ago, I said, yo, you're gonna have somebody, because there's other DSPs that you can go to and put your stuff up on. It's just that you're just not using them. You're just not using them. If you just wanted to put your music up, you might not get monetized, but you at least have a place where you could put your music up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
but just because something's not getting monetized right now doesn't mean that it doesn't have the potential to be, because look how YouTube started out.
right.
It was no monetization whatsoever.
Right.
But people were still putting content out, and the ones who were putting content out at that time had put so much content out up to the point that they monetized that they could do nothing but pay them that pay for that.
Word.
So, that's one thing I try to encourage people to, like, to understand is that just because you're not getting money now, and you shouldn't be chasing money for your dream, it should be you chasing your dream.
Right.
For your dream's sake. The money's going to come and it's going to go. But that right there could be one of those ground pivotal breaking moments where all of a sudden the monetization gets switched on.
Right.
You just want to be the first.
Right. You want to be a part of that first lump sum so you can get that money when it drop.
Right.
Word.
Word. And I see that you're creating more content, speaking of some of the videos that you were talking about earlier. Why is the sudden uptick in the content?
Well, I got influenced by what everybody else got influenced by. Just being online and then seeing this daggone tag that says YouTube is on easy mode, and then you got the person up here, female or male, up there with like $11,000, $12,000, $24,000 joint, and you like, hold on, I'm gonna take this, and then you get in the you clicking, and you like, hold up, it's on easy mode, and then I'm like, all right, well, let me test out this easy mode.
Yeah.
And I wanted to see how it would be if I would just like constantly upload content and see if it was on easy mode. And honestly, if you ask me, I don't think it's on easy mode, because if it was on easy mode, I would be able to at least get 100, 200, people in no time.
Right.
But my joint is just slowly, and then it like plateau, and then like just stay there, and then it's like, okay, if it's on easy mode, I say, am I shadow banned? If I'm shadow banned, yo, YouTube, you need to let me know that my stuff is shadow banned, and not be just sitting around here trying to like, just be on some, just having me out here putting out content and my stuff is only reaching 28 people, and my shorts is only reaching 3 people.
Right.
And that's crazy. And I know my shorts is not just reaching 3 people. That's crazy.
Do you feel like they're putting shadow bans on Black content creators?
I would say, and I said something about that too in my last one. I would say not only just Black content creators, I would say male and female Black content creators, small Black content creators, and particularly I would say somewhat with other races. And particularly another one I seen was white women with small channels.
Wow.
Yeah, I seen that. I seen a lot of white women with small channels that, but I have not. And the crazy part is, I haven't seen any white men.
Right, and they be the ones blowing stuff up, buying stuff just to blow it up,
and that's what I'm saying.
All types of stuff, but let somebody of color be in a video with guns and they're running down their home in the next.
Right. And I'm just like, yo, and that's what I'm saying, though. So it's two kind of YouTubes, So you talking about Black people being banned or being shadow banned or slowed up, other races in between. I've seen like in between like a few sprinkles of other races here and there, but I've seen a lot, and I've seen a lot of white girls, a lot of white women.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that right there been really crazy, because I'm like, what's the point?
Word.
Like, what's the point in blocking people? Like, let people see who they want to see. Like, my content might be dope to some person. Some person might be like, yo, I like the fact of the matter that I could go to his page and get a reaction video, get an interview from him, and or go listen to some of his music. I like that. You know what I mean? Don't put me in no algorithm. So that's trying to put me in the box and say that, oh yeah, this is what you do. And I'm like, the algorithm that come along is an algorithm that's ran by AI, not a person. It's not a person that's doing this, and dang on AI.
Right, a robot.
Yeah.
With no feeling, no heart to it.
Yeah, you just always gonna put you over here. Like, get 3 views, you get 3 views. We don't care.
As an independent artist, do you think it's important to have content along with your music?
Oh, somebody just had a podcast about that. I think it was Rory and Mal. They had a dude that was a journalist for a while up there, and they was asking that why is rappers making content and becoming podcasters and journalists. I'm like, because it's a thing called money. You mad because it sounded like he was kind of angry in the interview. Mm-hmm. Like, he kind of upset, like, how the heck they getting all this and this? I'm like, well, if the dude, just because the dude rap, that don't mean he ain't got more talent.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand why people think that because of a person, they a rapper, that they ain't got no more talent other than rapping. Like, you just a rapper. Like they told LeBron, shut up and dribble basketball. You know, like that's all. That's the only talent that you got is dribble the basketball. Like, come on, G. Like, nah, I don't think so.
It's like I could go so faint.
Right.
I could fall out like nothing.
Right. He's like, yeah, man, my acting skills is crazy. Watch this on the court. Watch how I get this foul, and I'm way across the court.
Right. That's what I was saying.
Crazy.
I done launch.
For real. For real.
What do you think, as a music lover, that makes an artist relatable to the consumer? Do you think it's the fact that they have content out?
I'm gonna be real with you. I don't even think that is the fact of the matter that they have content. It's just that people, you got so many people born in this generation. You know what I'm saying? You got people you got the internet brought too many generations together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you don't really get a chance to really like enjoy the vibe. Like, what was the question again?
Do you think that as a music leader, or what do you think makes a artist relatable?
Relatable, right? Like that's what I was gonna say because I was on. But like I say, it's too many generations that's packed in all in one. So, and it's on the internet. Mm-hmm. So when you sitting around here and you got all of these generations that's packed in all into one, and they fighting for position. You know what I'm saying? My music is this music is this music is better, this music is better. You fighting for position. You don't really know what's going to be able to gravitate, because honestly nowadays they don't make music like how they used to for the times. Right. Like, I can't really think of no song that's like I can remember like something like Dear Mama. You know what I'm saying? Like, so to be connected, I think that this content, the content kind of makes them connect to them, you know, along with the music. But social media has made the artists have to become more in your face and have to show your personality. And you know, I might be rapping this way, but you might see that I'm funny. You know what I'm saying? But that don't mean because I'm rapping like this that I know some dudes that done killed dudes that's doing life. Mm-hmm. That's funny as hell. You know what I'm saying? Just because they funny, that don't mean they won't chop you into pieces. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? So it's really, I don't think that, you know, it's memorable music like that anymore. I think it's cookie cutter music. I don't think that, you know, people really take time with their music, but I think that it's coming back to it. And I think that a lot of people connect with the artists still through the old ways, straight through the music, through relatability, through the music. I would say relatability as far as beats, subject matter, lifestyle, drug use. You know, all of these things play a part. You know, if people can connect with a person, you know, like a lot of people that, you know, love Juice WRLD, they were stoners. Mm-hmm. You know, really like, you know. So if they could connect with an artist on that level, on a personal level, and they could say, oh, well, guess what? I'm like that too. And I think that right there helps them out become a real strong, like have a real strong relationship with that artist, even if they don't personally like ever meet him.
Absolutely.
Word.
Well, Don, your time as always with us is always treasure, man. You just be blowing our minds with more and more information, yes, giving us more thought to think about. And we always, as always, want to say we appreciate having you here, Don. So, you know how I do. Can you send us out, man?
Hey, man, you know what it is, man. Y'all know who it is, man. Y'all know who it is, man. Y'all know who it is, man. It's your man, Wolf, a.k.a. Don Lobos. Back at it like a crack at it, laid out on what? A craftmatic with what? A bad habit.